Donald Trump's not even president yet, and have you seen what's happened in the last 48 hours? The misogynist appoints the first ever woman to be chief of staff. The Taliban announced they want peace with America and to be taken off the terrorist list. Putin came out and said that Western civilization is not an enemy. Mexico has started securing the border in, of course, response to tariff threats. Saudi Arabia is kicking out all of their Hamas leaders. New York is cleaning up their illegal migrant crisis. Xi Jinping came out and said he wants to peacefully coexist with China and said that they respect American people. The European Union chief finally came out and said, hey, America, can we start buying LNG from you so they stop buying from Russian gas? Putin says he takes Donald Trump's plan to end the war with Ukraine very seriously, and Russia supports it. The Houthis are stepping back. The Hamas called for an immediate end to war. He's calling for term limits in from Congress so that way people like Nancy Pelosi stop being forever members. Stock markets and crypto hit all-time highs. He sent Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton into depression. Because of all of this amazing news, white, liberal, ugly women are now refusing to have sex with men. America is in fact being made great again.
President-elect for 3 days and the country already looks different. New York City saying no mas to free food for illegals. The caravans in Mexico are breaking up. Toyota is saying they're going to invest more in gas-powered cars. Europe wants to buy energy from the United States instead of Russia. Qatar is kicking Hamas out. The Dow hitting an all-time high. Jack Smith dropping his case. And Soros-funded DAs are packing their bags. America's healing. So how's Kathy Griffin dealing with it?
I don't think that our beloved country, America, knows what it's in for with a fascistic society and dictator. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not being dramatic. To be LGBT in America is not going to be a safe thing anymore. So to be a woman in America will be even less safe than it already is.
It kind of feels like 2016 all over again.
I cannot live in a country that voted for Trump. I cannot spend another 4 years under that man. And so we have made the decision that we are leaving.
You can literally go if you voted for Donald Trump. And I hope you go jump off of a bridge.
I would go as far to say that I would purchase a Glock, and if you and I are walking on the same street and it's dark out and you're a white male, you have to be white for this to count, okay? If you're a white male, even if you don't approach me, I will shoot you.
Quick question. So does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman or woman?
Some of the Ivy Leagues are even canceling class and handing out crayons, Legos, and cookies with milk to cope with the landslide.
Terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO, for the truth and democracy and decency. And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
You know what? If I ever cry on TV, it'll be because Maroon 5 put out a new song. But that's it. You big Now, but the killer phrase was at the end when Kimmel said, you just don't realize it. Because you see, he's smarter than you, and he needs you to know that. And his ego can't bear that there's someone out there more famous and more influential than him. I got news for you, Kimmel. The last time you mattered, Bruce Jenner still had a penis. Love you, Bruce. Jimmy's career peaked with busty girls on trampolines. Now the only boob we see is him. He once co-hosted The Man Show. Now he's sobbing like he just watched Steel Magnolias 3 days into his menstrual cycle. Here's another morose multimillionaire.
Hey there. How you doing? If you watch the show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither.
Oh, you're not doing great. You're filthy rich and totally immune from the crap you push on everyone else. But Stephen, have you tried maybe just getting over yourself? You've been bashing Trump for 8 years, and all you've done is help put him back in power. After being wrong about something every day and night for 8 years, you might consider trying something new, like, I don't know, comedy. But at least Seth Meyers reveals the source of his anguish: relevance. Trump has it, he doesn't.
We live in an infinite time warp where Donald Trump has always been and will always be the center of the universe. There can be no escape. All hail our powerful and benevolent supreme leader.
Or how about you just do your dumb little comedy show and stop acting like you tried to save the world, but we were too ungrateful to listen to your brilliance. NBC's late night show used to be wacky hijinks until Seth turned it into an hour with your gay therapist. So these fellas are experiencing deep mental pain. And it's not just them. Journalists are now offering tips to deal with their disappointment, frustration, even fear. And I get it. That's normal after any loss. I'm still mad about losing world's sexiest man to Johnny Depp. But why would people feel fear? Maybe because their only news sources are constantly telling them Trump's going to turn America into Nazi Germany. But you know who felt actual fear during the Biden administration? People who had to ride the subway or have to buy groceries, or anybody who wants to bang a chick who doesn't have testicles. That's a lot of people. But now, even Kamala admits everything's going to be fine. So much for Trump being Hitler. Turns out she was lying the whole time. They all were. Still, CBS gave handy tips for coping with loss. CNN recommends taking deep breaths, long walks, and please don't suppress your emotions. Usually when they cry this much, they're sharing an elevator with Brian Stelter on Taco Tuesday. And so the media is giving you solutions to the problems they caused. After all, who generated all the anxiety by promising the apocalypse if Trump won? They did. It's like climate hysteria. They banged the drum on it enough, and then kids came down with climate stress. They pretended to cure a disease they cooked up in their own labs. It's like China coming up with a vaccine for COVID. Look at Kimmel and Colbert. They're wrecks because they believe the media. And yet, we're fine because we weren't brainwashed. We know the media's job is to lie, to create anxiety out of proportion to the actual threat, or no threat at all. Journalists really only need to give you one tip to manage stress, and that's stop paying attention to journalists. Maybe these late-night losers will stop thinking that the world is ending, because we know, under Trump, it's really just beginning.
Meltdown. Meltdown. Misogynist. Misogynist. Caravans. Caravans. Hyperbolic. Hyperbolic. Crayon. Crayon. Anguish. Anguish. Benevolent. Benevolent. Morose. Morose. Apocalypse. Apocalypse.
The politician's claims were so hyperbolic that even his supporters found them hard to believe. In advertising, hyperbolic language is often used to make products seem more appealing. Her storytelling style is a bit hyperbolic, but it always keeps the audience entertained.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.